Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is the 24th of February 2016, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. Where I'm at. Happy birthday, Omar. I went yesterday to the Social Security office uh, in Orange, California, and to review uh, the appeal. It's a hearing. It's supposed to be scheduled very soon. In the front of administrative hearing by an administrative law judge in the Orange office. Okay. I really don't know how to be politically correct or say what I wanted to say without offending anyone. However, it is very difficult because there is no, it's 1 plus 1 equal 2. It can be any other number comes out of this equation. Okay, it's very simple. There is no complication there or confusion that we cannot fathom or understand. All along, and this is with any government office, doesn't matter what it is, from the federal government, IRS, IRS, Internal Revenue Service, taxes, federal tax, to state, county, city, and .orgs, all of the .orgs that they're working actually for the counties or federal government or state. I'm talking about subsidizing, subsidized programs, everything from A to Z. They fraud people and intimidate them that we are the one committing fraud. Now, let me stop myself right there. There is fraud. There's people that they commit fraud. However, it's nothing compared with what this .orgs and the government allowing them to do that. Corporate America. Corporate America. Usually it's white, middle age females working in most of the the majority, and the other ethnicities are, they act like they have this white supremacist attitude that everyone, it doesn't matter what their color, what their ethnicity, where they come from, it doesn't matter. And they do it to anyone. In fact, it is ignorance. It doesn't have a color or ethnicity or religion. It can happen from anyone. And I don't want to go in details on that. they treat you like you are the one you're robbing them, and you are the one you fraud. We go there, and all after we've been bombarded by letters and noticed and appeal, whatever, and intimidation every day. It doesn't matter what the case is, you will get, you will, wow. And I have been getting all this. Sometimes you get 3 letters in one day, and they all the same copy, the same notices, same thing. Now, all of this again is not needed. It's not, because it's very simple. You want to prove some that you already have. There is nothing that you can act or all the laws of the land, from the Constitution of the United States of America to local penal code or what have you, in state government or legislation, whatever you call it. It has to be a certain way to go and convict people. It has to be a certain way, and certain documents and proofs and exhibits that you have to perform. Now, all of this, we don't need this much. This is just, see, I got copies yesterday. I went there to review. And this is the appeal, the notice that I received from them, and the complaints and the notices and the statements that I have been doing every time I go to the office. Now, again, let's talk about the employees of the government offices. I went to there, and now I am the one I'm supposed to be. Not me only. Forget about Mohammed Shiban. I am the one that got. We are the one got frauded. We are the one got frauded by the federal government and the state. And you walk in, and you have the security guard there, which it's okay, no problem. Check you out and look at your bag and everything. They were very polite, especially the Social Security office. They are well trained. They don't think that they are Captain America and they wanted to abuse and use and intimidate and treat you. Even though it depends on the area, but now the first thing I noticed that there is no video or phone or cameras used, and it's written there. It's a code 41 or whatever, and then you have to get a written permission from administrative judge first before you use it. It's not like it prohibited. You have to get a permission. Now, the conflict here is that there is a VC, whatever you call it. It's a video hearing. And they explain it to you that this is an option. And it's been done even criminal courts or everywhere. It's been done for a long time. I think since O.J. Simpson, after the O.J. Simpson trial. All right? Now, let's focus. So when let's get back to the security guard. That person came, I called her, and she called me, because, you see, they send you the notice and they wanted to intimidate you not to make it. Okay? And the recipients are vulnerable. We got problems that It's not some that we are getting a gift from the government. It is our right. It is our investments that we pay millions of times as much as they're giving us back. And whatever you get is going to corporate America. That's it. It's going to corporate America because you're taking the Skittles, you're drugged out to your gills. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you are drugged. You are drugged. And you got no control over it. You're already a junkie. And that is not an accident. It is a crimes that is being committed by the federal government and the state because banks and the Zionist terrorist organization got a hold of the government long time ago. They hijacked the Federal Reserve and they own the whole globe. All right? So when you go there, don't think that you are, these people are committing crimes just by treating you as a citizen of this country, or not a citizen, as a human being, walking there, frauding you, committing every crime against you and your children and your environment, everything, and then treating you like you are going there to rob them, and you don't have that right to go there, and they intimidate you, and they continue to commit the crimes against you. And the thing that it pisses them off, the basic rights that you demand. And if you talk to them in a certain way and tell them that you are frauding us, and that's my right to exercise my right, and I'm doing it not because of, I care less, again, fellas, for those among us that they can do what I am doing, that they get intimidated and crime, and they think, wallahi, they believe that this is the way they must live. And this is what it's really bothering me the most. That we become trained that we zulm and crimes, and we are protecting it because we are so timid. That's what is really bother. That's the worst thing that has been happening. And it is not, again, I'm not, in this country is less so than anywhere else, and I'm not, it's dhulm, it's haram, it is dhulm to commit the crimes against people and make them believe that this is the way they deserve, that's the way they're gonna live, and they have no option. They can't even stand up and say you guys are committing crimes. You can't, and this is the worst you can do to human beings. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. And everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone knows what I am talking about, and they continue. For those that they work for the government, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're not, you're going to be responsible for all of this. No one is going to come and bail you out and, get you a jet or a boat or a house or Skittles or anything. when I asked for my copies, she said, "Oh yeah, you can make." Watch him tell the security guard 3 times, "You can make the copies. We can't take that file out." I said, I did that before many times. Well, I didn't say nothing because again, you are not allowed to speak back at these things. They think the state gets all of them in one office and train them to be evil and make them believe that they are in the top of the food chains. They have the right to commit all these crimes. Now, I am going there because the federal government, Social Security Administration, and the state been committing crimes against me and millions of people everywhere, children, doesn't matter who they are. And then I'll be treated like, like how dare you? You saying that you been victimized? We are committing. That's basically what it is. It's very disturbing. And I've been talking to the last few years, and I get to a point that I feel like I'm doing something that is really it's wrong. I'm bad. I feel like this is how we became. But how could you keep repeating things and you keep this is no good. Really? If there is no if we are not, some of us do that, we would have vanished long time ago. Injustice, dhulm, frauding people out of their livelihood, health, everything, and think that they've got no rights to even stand up and say, well, this is not. Social Security Administration and the federal government, all they need, I don't need to do anything. I don't need to have any exhibits. The only legal thing that you invented is the Social Security number. That's the most kosher thing that you are, Social Security number. You Google it. No, I'll take that back. It's just a name. Okay. And you have files for every living thing. Even dogs, cats, pets, snakes, lions, tigers, frogs, uh, pets. To prove that someone worked or not, somebody got evicted or not, somebody get victimized or not by the state. Again, by the state and the federal government again, telling you who did what and when. Proof and proof and proof. And having all these doctors, well, not even doctors, criminals working there and telling, oh yeah, well, you're not. Oh, you are. Who did what and when, and proof. Working for the Social Security Administration, working for the state, working for the for every government is just to enslave the masses and continue to commit the crimes against them and tell them that you have no other choice, you punks. My back hurts, I'm sorry. Social Security number. Let's talk about my case because I'm very familiar with it. I got my Social Security number in 1984, April 1984. I got my driver's license first, California driver's license, El Segundo, South Bay, LA County. April of, or May of 1984. Now, since that time, Social Security income thing, you just put and it tells you what exactly by the penny, fellas. Well, not really, because the money that you take it from for relief for filing income tax and you fraud people, it's some there is some there's some fraud there. So, but that's drop in the pocket. It's not something to brag about or to bring to the attention. Okay. Now, Ford Motor Credit, because this is the majority of the time I work for Ford dealership since 1990. Before that, 6 years, gas stations and fabrication, welder fabricator. Sign Pack Incorporated, building signs, and working for old Lucky Store warehouse. A welder. Temporary. And another company. Anyway, everything is there. I don't have no part to prove. I'm alleging. And all you got to do, put my Social Security there, and it'll tell you exactly how much I made and how much I spent and where I went and who I talked to, everything. Crimes against children, against my ex, drugging them. Making them as a case. Everyone is an account. And this collection clerks, they make me sick to my stomach. Oh, that's not fair for her. Really? Like child play, like who playing in somewhere in the neighborhood, children, and oh, that's not fair. Really? This is what the state or the federal government the laws. This is how we how we run in the country. Oh, not fair for her. Kangaroo courts with all these correctional agencies. I'm sorry, but they're gay, and I'm not again because I don't want to upset some of my family, immediate family. This is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is we are gonna go back and we are gonna be judged. But this is how they are. And they get so personal when you just said, "Oh, please, it's you guys are, it's not right." I remember many names. I don't even remember, but every judge that every collection clerk that I talked to got no respect for you fellas. Don't. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to prove anything. And the federal government, the FBI, the CIA, the Department of Justice, everybody know. You guys know. You go in there and robbing everybody out of everything, and then you telling me that you don't know if Mohammed Shaban work and fraud the system and don't have to prove anything for the company. For Motor Credit, all the dealerships, which is not personal problem with the owners or Ford. Ford. They got my social security and they get every minute and everything that is being all the fraud and all the crimes that they commit. Federal government, they don't need nothing. Nothing. Prove and prove. Don't need no exhibits. My social security number and where I work, who I work for. 401k, insurance, all of this fraud. And it's not only Mohammed Shaban, fellas. I am the least because la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, you punks. Can't hurt. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. This is who I am. Crimes against everyone. And the state is the one doing all the work for all these criminals. The state is frauding the federal government, and the federal government frauding the state. And the United States of America government frauding the UN. You're all fraud, fellas. And they ask who did what and when. Fraud. In fact, the people that they are infected in the street, they are not doing any fraud. You. You committed the crimes against them. It's your obligation to rehabilitate them and make it right. They're not frauding no one. They are infected. Fraud. They don't have no choice. Okay, so I don't know what the I'm gonna go along with all these exhibits. Exhibits. Now, the complaints and the notice that I have written this is one third. This is only in the last couple of years. Okay, I've been doing this since 2008. With actually before that, way before that, since 90. When did I find out? 91. 91. That's what I discovered. That you're a fraud. You guys are fraud. Now you can send to some San Bernardino, one of these right-thinking individuals, all and say, "Oh, we need another San Bernardino." You're a fraud. You're a fraud, and you know it. Okay, so Ford company, Ford Motor Credit. Of course, my favorite person, Mr. Pierce, Ron Pierce. And everyone else allowed to commit crimes and thought that, what? Okay, so I just wanted to bring it to the attention of the federal government, to this person or these people working for the state or the state. Okay, because all the federal buildings and all the federal offices, it's run by the state, the evil state of California. They're committing crimes against everyone. Against everyone. And then there is the people that they are, that mentality, that white supremacists. They could be, I'm sorry, I'm not targeting my Caucasian brothers and sisters. Could be anywhere. I met a lot of rednecks, the Pakistan, Paki. Or it doesn't matter, Arabs or Palestinians. I bet everywhere, from everywhere, they are acting a lot worse than that. So I'm not offending any ethnicity or because I'm not. Wallahi, alhamdulillah. I hope that I am not falling in this. You get a hard-working person, and they said, "Oh, undocumented worker," or an ex-con, or, just to suck the blood out of them. It's slavery. It's slavery. It's slave labor. That's what it is, and human trafficking. And then they have the .org called, if you know, human trafficking.org. That fraud, that kill, that rape, that. Again, we all dot it out, fellas. اتق الله. اتق الله. Fear Allah. Okay? Nothing goes without counting. Nothing. That's it. I just wanted to emphasize that and make it clear to Social Security Administration. State, I don't really. You fellas, you lost my vote. You lost my respect. But I'm gonna try to run for the Democratic Party. I think in the Democratic Party after Mr. Obama, brother Obama. I think. Look, just take notes. Gas prices. I seen it yesterday, $1.99. $1.99 somewhere. Okay, look at the clean power and solar power. Look at this. Look at the economy. Look at the unemployment. Look, 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 look. The Obamacare that the state. Well, let's finish with the Social Security. Let me get the state here. All right, thinking devour my back is killing me. Uh, Notice of action. I'm sorry. Now, Medicaid. The county of Orange, Southern California, North Florida, sent me your application for Medicare benefits has been approved. Oh, yeah! Now, as of March 1st, 2016, you are entitled to receive Medicare benefits. Yeah! I am so grateful. Thank you, Orange County, a Confederate county. Thank you. Well, it was a mistake, a glitch. How come? That's nice. Okay, let's look at the other side here. Case number and so on. You know that. Yeah. Fellas. Gross income, 1779. Net non-exempt income, I don't know because it's not all I'm getting. The state is just dicing and slicing and committing crimes and frauding and everything else. But let's just stick here. Stick with the. I got Medicare, midi. Alhamdulillah, لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. بالروح بالدم نفديك يا green card. Please don't deport me. I am legal now. I got Medicare, Obamacare. But look, you look here. Net non-exempt income, 1699. No, 1655. I don't know what this figure comes from because this is not the actual thing. I don't. Maintenance need. Yeah, maintenance need is 600. Excess income share of cost. 1,055. And that's monthly, fellas. Monthly. So my Medicare, Medi-Cal, I have to pay share of cost 1,055 from 1,600. Okay, to get some Skittles. No, I have to pay for the Skittles too. That's part D, as in D. This is part B, as in B. And then A, as in A. That's part A, B, and D. And you know all of this, lingo. But thank you, Orange County. So I got approved from March 1st, 2016, and my share cost is 1,055. بنروح بالدم نفديك يا جرين كارد. Okay, this is the county of Orange, the Confederate County of Orange, that it has many settlements. One of them I lived in. I have an honor to live in the settlement. It was wonderful. And they decided that they want to keep decent human beings out and keep the criminals in. Alhamdulillah, I got out. I don't want to be staying with the criminals, fellas. Anyway, the settlement. Now, checkpoints everywhere I go. They are overhead checkpoints. I'm not kidding. Look, I found some, but there is many times that they were road, like because it's a road, and I'm coming with my bike. I'm not having a whole shebang. They were there for what? بنروح بالدم نفديك يا green card. Punks. Anyway, share cost. So this is the Obamacare, fellas. 1,055. My income supposed to be 1,779, and I am getting 1,600, and then I have to pay for Skittles. I can't do without my Skittles. They keep me happy. See, I'm very nice. And I do videos all night, all day. I'm going 90 miles an hour. Skittles. Anyway, alrighty, that's it for the Social Security Administration and the County of Orange, Southern California, where I'm supposed to be from. Mr. Humbug. Humbug? Yeah, John Humbug. The president, Orange County Housing Authority. He told me, well, you can go apply or in other counties for housing. Why? I am from here. Why should I go and apply? Why should I go and be on the other? They don't want me there. I am from here, and you guys keep pushing me everywhere. And poor counties, they are tired, sick of tired. Me coming back to them. No one wants to house me. No one even wanted me to be homeless in their town. And then the Riverside County tell me, oh no, they are the one they committing the crimes. Go file against the Orange County. Orange County tell me, no, Santa Barbara is the one doing it. And then Santa Barbara telling me, no, it's Los Angeles. Los Angeles telling me, no, it's Ventura. Ventura telling me, no, it's an Ederson. Ederson telling me, no, it's Richmond. They screwing each other. They throwing each other under the bus. And they all guilty of charge, you punks. Anyway, sorry. Fraud. That fraud. Not to mention, I don't want to even go there. Banks and we'll have another one. I think, yeah. Wells Fargo is my last victim. Wells Fargo. You want to fraud me out of nothing. I don't know what you guys have no enough. I mean, this you keep fighting over pennies from everyone. You don't get tired chasing all this. You don't get tired. Direct Express, Co-America, Co-America Bank, Direct Express, federal government, the Social Security Administration, please, we need your help. Are they doing the same thing? They are banks. They're frauding the crap out of everyone. Direct Express is a fraud. Direct Express is a fraud. Direct Express is a fraud. And they tell you, all right, who did what, and you might get them. You might. And then they send you a nice letter. Oh, we have our investigation. Of course. And no wrongdoing. They have the right to fraud you along with us and everybody else, the federal government even. Your account. Anyway. Enough. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow mercy upon humanity. And you know where I'm at. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.